Yeah, Nico, we'll start the recording in just in 5 seconds. All right, ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you ready to go?
Oh, I'm ready. Triggered, but ready.
We'll start with that one. So, Nico, I wanted to have you on the pod because you have some I think you're one of the best conversation starters on X. Even though you and Maddie Pickles and all those other X nerds or whatever, you guys got like 200 followers. Where the goal today, guys, is to get Nico Doughboy Lefty on Twitter up to 300, 25 away. But you had a funny tweet or a bunch of them that we're gonna chat through. But the first one was question for New Jersey Fives fans. Do you actually enjoy the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chant, or do you also get secondhand embarrassment like I do? So, well, the first question for you is, are you saying that you're a New Jersey Fives fan?
Oh, no, I get secondhand embarrassment watching you all do it. I'm not a closeted New Jersey Fives fan. I got my first taste of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chant at MLP Las Vegas last year. And I didn't realize the frequency of how often it was going to happen. I thought it was like we cheer at the beginning of our match. Like my son plays Little League soccer, and they chant 1, 2, 3 surf, and they're done. They do it once, and then they do it at the end of the game. You guys did it after probably every single point. And honestly, I even see the look on some of the Fives faces. And it's like Ryan Harwood comes out to put his hands up, and they're like, no, what are we doing? Why? And they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gets in, I think, everybody's head. So, I mean, kudos to you guys. And to be quite honest, not only do I get secondhand embarrassment from that chat, but I also get it from the teams that decide to go 6, 7, 8, or the teams that go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the funny thing is,
2 wrongs don't make it right.
Everybody now has like their own oh, we're gonna do this and it's gonna be so funny after the Fives chant. But we kind of love it. And for your context, I didn't actually, the first time that Ryan started doing it, I think was the mid-season tournament last year. And I didn't realize when we did it. So this could be good context, but we only do it after we've won 3 rallies in a row. If you win 3 rallies in a row, you do the chant. And then if you win another one, you do the chant. And if you win another one, that's when we keep doing it. Right. So it's there is an actual method to the madness. And I feel like once you know that, it's it's kind of like a building sort of thing. So I'd compare it to I think it's Texas A&M has this chant where if a pitcher throws 4 straight balls in a row, the entire stadium starts chanting ball 5, ball 5, ball 5, and they throw another one. And if they throw another ball, they go ball 6, ball. So it's kind of like a chant that can really, I feel like, compound over time. And so if you were in Vegas and we were doing it a lot, it was working and we were playing well.
This makes total sense because I started yelling back as I'm listening to it happen as Annalise playing. And I'm like, this is happening every point, I swear. And then you get on the court and I don't hear the chant for almost the whole game. And I was like, I'm yelling, why aren't you doing it for Mari and Zane? Why aren't you doing the chant? Do you not care? I didn't realize you had to win 3 points in a row. Maybe they have kind of a handicap where it's for Annalise, she has to win 5 in a row. For you, it's every point. I don't know, like that. You can change it up. I don't know, but
any point Zane wins, we're chanting.
Oh my goodness.
But I think that helps for some people. I do think I'm going to agree. Right now, we've got 2 chants. It's let's go Fives, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we've got to get a little bit more variety in there. So
I think 2 things. One is I think you need to incorporate clowns in some of your chants or your cheers. And to do some of my research, before joining the pod, I was like, what are the Fives? I'm not from the East Coast. I'm it's a Fives Boroughs thing. It's what is this? Then I heard a Gary Vee story. And then I was octopus V friend versus a competitive clown. There's so many. There's 200 plus. And I was like, why did we choose the clowns? I think the Dumbo octopus would have been the way to go. But I just think variety, man, mix it up. But to your point, to the chant, actually working is, Ryan wasn't there last weekend. He's the one that really starts it and really gets that fire. And I was thinking, I think he's worth half a win. Just him starting that chant, making everybody upset on the other team. It's got to be worth 4 points a match. It's the same thing as starting out 0-1 playing with a sub player is having Ryan on your bench starting that chant.
I would 100% agree with that. We need to start Tice just left. I had Tice on. We need to start stat tracking wins above replacement from GMs. I think that's a I
Oh
think
my
that's a
gosh.
good that's a good stat line. But you had some other good ones. Some other really interesting tweets. This one's slightly, I wouldn't say like it's a little bit older, but it goes back to the debate that Greg Dow and Jack Sock had in Phoenix. You tweeted out, "This is your daily reminder that Jack Sock is as good as he wants to be." What do you mean by
Yeah, I mean, exactly that. And I've tweeted that out like 5 times now. And I think
that?
I tweet it because every time Jack plays, and maybe to some people underperform, people are like you get these people like rec heroes that go, if only Jack focused on his diet and his conditioning, he slimmed down a little bit and really focused on the drilling, he could be excellent. I'm like, I think this is a hobby, not a career. It's like he woke up and one day said, I want to play pickleball for fun and I can probably make some money off of this. But as soon as he starts trying extra hard, two things happen. Is one, if he tries as hard as he can and he doesn't become number one, everybody will know. So if we kind of leave, some, potential on the table, we can always have the what if about Jack Sock. And two, he's just
Right.
having fun. He's not trying to work. So I think that to me, that's what's happening. And Jack, I think you see it in any point. Jack can hit the greatest shot in pickleball. But what happens is he has no consistency, or he has limited consistency compared to other pros, and that just comes from drilling all the time, which he's never going to do.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's interesting because before Jack Sock coming in, even before I knew he played pickleball, I was saying the type of tennis game that would translate most perfectly to pickleball is Jack Sock, 100%. Like he's explosive, he is super fast twitch and incredible hands. And that's like exactly what you want for pickleball. Like yeah, it seems like it seems like he's not putting in the extra reps. And it's interesting that you mentioned, I almost wonder if there is sort of a, when you play and you're beating a team down and then they play it off like they're not trying. That's what this kind of feels like, right? Is Jack actually not trying? Is he playing it off like he's not trying to protect his ego? Like, I don't know. It's interesting, but we've all seen that sort of behavior in rec play, and I think we kind of have a similar sort of situation in in uh, in Jack Sock. And obviously, like he's done so much in tennis, he doesn't need to be here, right?
Oh yeah, and I think Jack Sock probably left some potential on the table in tennis too. And so I think some of it is who Jack Sock is, and some of it is Jack Sock after his second career, after his first career. And to be quite honest, I actually think it's good for pickleball. Jack Sock is exactly as good as he is. What I mean by
Mm-hmm.
that is one, I don't think it looks good for pickleball when a retired tennis player at 30 plus comes in and just dominates. If that happens, like what does it say about pickleball? I don't know. But he gets the fans excited. He has the perfect amount of charisma to get everybody pumped up. He's right where he should be, I think, to make pickleball a little bit more exciting every time he's on the court, even if he's not winning gold medals all the time.
Yeah, I wish the only thing I would say there is he's his most exciting when he's not trying to play pickleball, but when he is trying to put the square peg of tennis into the round hole of pickleball, right? Like when he's hitting the wrong shots, he's A, I think a better player, and B, a way more interesting player. When he's playing like dumb, like running around, when he's doing all the things you're not supposed to do in pickleball, he is I think actually a better player, and he's also a way more entertaining player. When he tries to play pickleball, right? When he tries to dink, I think Greg Dow's sort of comment is, I don't think I think he's a 200 level pickleball player, but his tennis abilities are what get him there, right? When he plays more of that tennis style, he is a top, uh, he is a top 20 player when he's playing well, right? The more he tries to play tennis, the better his pickleball game is, in my opinion. When he tries to play pickleball against the pickleball players, he's losing.
My advice for Jack Sock is I'm not sure if you watched the celebrity exhibition at MLP Phoenix. Jack Sock was playing there with the Flames. And if Jack Sock played like that in pro pickleball, I think it'd be the most fun thing ever. Messing around, super loose, as you mentioned, no look shots, blasting forehands, shimmying after like every other point. That's the Jack Sock I'd like to see. And honestly, I agree. It's probably where he's most dangerous.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with you.
So there was a college pickleball tournament recently, and across the entire tournament, they used 600 total balls. Out of 600, there were only 3 that cracked, and apparently none were out of round. When I heard that, I was like, this needs to be talked about. Komodo bio balls last 5 times longer than the average ball, but they're also biodegradable, so even if they do crack and end up in a bush somewhere, not a problem. Check out the Komodo bio balls at komodopickleball.com. Links in the description.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had fun